It is Douglas, working on the users and groups in Linux, and using the sudo group add command added to the server the names of the groups. I can use this command to get to see the list of the groups that I've added, and down here from can see the groups that were to be added: HRS, sales, IT, engineering, through to management. And it also lists that users have been also added to the system. And then the second delivery showing that the users have been added successfully. I can use the using the user add -m and then name of the user you want to add. I added the names. I can get that information from the slash etc slash password file. So running this command, as a type of running this command gets me to each of the users that are there in the system, and scrolling down, I get all this, the users that were added to the system listed there. And then the other deliverable was to ascertain, it was to assign users to each group using the sudo usermod command. And so that one I ran, and out of that, using the get group, we see command, we see all the users listed and their specific groups in their specific groups. So you have this under management, Betty and Colin, outsourcing Doug, Scott is an external, call center doesn't have anyone, finance has Janine, quality assurance has Tim, engineering has Bruce, Phil, and Doug, IT has Phil, Holly, Cindy, and there should be Tracy. And then the sales doesn't have anyone, HR doesn't has Ted and Sally. And the other command was to verify if the group passwords have been set. That's for HR and management. So using the sudo group password and then the name of the group, I set the passwords for HR. So can verify that by using the this command to get to see which groups have passwords. And this actually shows where the passwords have been stored under the /etc/g shadow. So that lists HR and management. So let's verify further that each group has a password. So you do using this command sudo grep caret HR and then the folder where it's stored. We find that HR has a password which is encrypted, and the members of that group are Ted and Sally. and same to the management group. And then finding if the users, Tim and Doug, have their password set. So I use the word sudo password and then a dash s and then the name of the user, which is Tim, and this verifying that their passwords have been set, and same to Doug. I'll need to add a user to a group and then verify how to remove them using the command. So let's add a user to a group and then maybe remove them. So I'll do sudo sudo, then adding, it should be Tracy. I'll add Tracy to engineering 80 group 80, and let me add Tracy. So she's been added, and then we can use so using so we'll get there. And then now to the questions. Now, what is the difference between a regular user and a system user? A regular user these accounts that are created to perform daily tasks, and they can access or modify their own files and directories, while system users are created during installation of the system or by the administrator and are created to perform or to run specific services, and they are restricted. So there's no permission given them. And then how can groups ease the burden of administration? So groups have to manage permissions and access control efficiently. So the system administrator has ample time managing permissions and access control efficiency. And then there's the aspect of what command can be used to remove a user from a group. So the command that we can use, this case, we can use sudo gpass, and then t, and then the username, and then the name of the group where we want to remove them. And so that will be, so let's assume we want to remove, that will be Phil from the IT group. So that one will be Phil, and then IT, the group. So in case that removed Phil from the IT group. This is it. Thank you.